Hey guys, Roger here. So today I have two Bluetooth controllers from a company called GameSir. I wanted to make this video to kind of show you what they are and also talk about how I use them. So let's check them out. So first up is the X2 Bluetooth controller, and this looks a lot better than most other smartphone controllers. The design is very similar, yes, to the Nintendo Switch Lite, but I think that's actually a good thing. I like the layout of the buttons, and if you're used to playing a Nintendo Switch or the Switch Lite, you'll definitely feel comfortable holding this. In the last 12 months, I've been using my smartphone more and more for gaming, but of course the problem I always have is the on-screen controls. They're absolutely garbage. So with a controller like this, the entire gaming experience definitely changes for the better. You can get about a week's usage out of this on a full charge. Obviously it does depend how much you're using it, but it lasts for quite some time. All of the buttons have a nice click to them, none of them feel mushy, you get a good amount of feedback from all of them actually. And the D-pad and the thumbsticks are also nice to use, again, very similar to a Nintendo Switch Lite. This connects to your phone via Bluetooth and it works with Android and also iOS, so if you change your handset quite often, or maybe if you use Android and iOS, this will work with both of them, so that's really good. The section in the middle where you put your phone is completely covered in a soft rubber material, which is perfect because it's not going to damage your phone then. But it also provides a lot of grip, so I like that. Oh, and it holds smartphones up to 173mm long. I've been using it with the iPhone 13. It's a bit smaller than some other handsets, but this does of course fit absolutely perfectly. And I don't play a lot of games from the App Store really, but I do use the Xbox app a lot. And this controller works perfectly for that. In the box, you actually get a nice carry case for the X2 with a zip all the way around it, so that's nice. You get some rubber thumbstick grips as well, and a USB to USB-C charging cable, so that's all included in the box. There's also a GameSir app that you can install as well, which helps you map the buttons for games that don't normally support controllers, although I'm quite sure that doesn't work with iOS. But if you're using an Android smartphone, that app is probably worth playing around with. Alright, so the other controller I want to tell you guys about is the T4 Mini. This one does of course work with smartphones, but I've actually been using this to play games on the iPad, stuff like Fortnite, again, via the Xbox app, and the controller works really well for that. You can also connect the T4 Mini to your Nintendo Switch Lite as well if you have one, and you can wake the Switch up by turning on the controller, and when you turn the Switch off, the controller turns off. So all of that works nicely, and playing games on the Switch with a controller like this kind of changes the way that you're using the Switch Lite. Yeah, obviously you still can't connect the Switch Lite to a bigger display, that's just impossible, but the whole experience using another controller like this is really good. You can also use it with a PC, although I'd never really use a controller with a PC. For me, it's keyboard and mouse, but apparently it works with a PC, so that's cool. For my use case though, with the iPad and the Switch Lite, I definitely haven't got any complaints at all really. Some people might find this to be a little bit too small, especially compared with a normal console controller like an Xbox controller, but I quite like the form factor. I like the shape, and I like the size. I quite enjoy using this. This is kind of see-through, and you can see that it has RGB. You can choose a few different static colours. There's a rainbow effect as well. But if you don't want any of that on, you can turn the RGB off altogether if you want to. It has vibration motors that work when you use this with a Switch or apparently with a PC. And all of the buttons, again, with this one, they're great. Everything clicks well, as you would expect, and it's quite small, so as I said, it's easy to hold this as well. Like the X2 earlier in the video, this is also Bluetooth and it has a built-in battery, 600 mAh. And this one doesn't last as long, this will last for about 8 hours, but you still get a good amount of playtime with this from a single charge. So again, I really don't think that's too bad. One other quick thing to mention is that when I first got these controllers, there is a certain way that you need to connect them to a Switch or a smartphone or a PC. All of that is explained in the instruction manual that comes with it though, and it is actually very easy to do. So that's pretty much it guys, the X2 and the T4 Mini Bluetooth controllers from GameSir, and they're both really nice controllers. I really do hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing so that you don't miss my next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.